Let's click on the Open Web Preview. Here it is. Now, when I select the new task, the input field is now showing the new task field. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to MSha Tech. Today we are discussing building the UI. UI means, as you know, UI means user interface. So in this video we'll discuss all the four topics of this building the UI. First one, the exploring fundamentals of components, and then second one is using properties. We will find how to use the properties, and number third is applying style and layouting. In this at this stage, we will do some style application and how to apply some layouting on our canvas. And last but not least, we will use how to use the marketplace and how to install the marketplace components into our own application. So let's begin. So first of all, exploring fundamentals of components. The most important component while designing the app, while building and while developing the app is the push button and the images. The images create the personal view of personal attachment of every user, and image create the attraction towards the app. So then the user makes some relation with the app. And the second thing is form components. As far as form component, the most important component is the button, which is used to triggering some process, to triggering some action, and in this way we can develop more and more complex in a very easy way. So button is the most important form component. We will discuss some other form components like like create form, like update form, like single record form, and so many. So we will also explore the component checkboxes, drop down fields, and sliders. So first move straight to our SAP Build environment. So then we will explore where the image lies and where the form components lies in the SAP Build app. So let's move on. Here it is. Now, as you are seeing that on the left hand side, I have the core and by me and the installed tab. In the core tab, we have first of all the marketplace. We will discuss marketplace later. After that, there is a section called essential exist. In this section, we have the button component, we have the input field, we have the drop down field, and text, title, and container. So as we have discussed, we also discussed the images. The image component lies under the display section. Also, we can also use the spinner, and we can also use the squareable spinner also in this section. So these are the important components of form layout and the image. So let's move on to the checkboxes, drop-down fields, and sliders. These are the components which provide quick, intuitive way for the user to select, to define values in these components. So, some dimension or some fields need some hard-coded values like gender, and there are the male and female. In this case, we use the radio button, and for the multiple choice option, the user have to use the checkboxes. In other words, if the user want to select the country, so there the drop down fields and drop down fields are used to select the any particular country name. So in this way the user interacts with the app very easily. So let's move on straight to the system and explore the checkboxes. Checkboxes lies under the input section. In this input section, we have the slider field, we have the password field component, and we have the search bar. We can also add some more component by using the marketplace. We will discuss later what is marketplace and how we can use it. Let's move on. After checkboxes, there are the input and password fields. Input and password fields are essential for user to enter information that can be processed. So it's mean any input which we want to which the app want to input. So then the app will perform some action and give the desired result. So we use the input field, and for the security security purpose we use the password fields. So let's find where are these fields. As we have already the input in the input section we have the password field, and also we have the slider field. Let's move on. The next component is the list component. Creating list using list component is an important and frequently used approach to SAP Build App. In order to display certain information using list, we use the list components. So let's find where are the list components. As far as these sections are concerned, there are no list component exists, but we can find the list component in the by me or the installed section. Here we have already installed list component like list driver. So the list components are exist in the installed section here, the list section header and the icon list item, large image list item, image list item. We will discuss and we will use all the list item type later in my videos. So these are the list component which we can use in our app very easily. So let's move on. After list component, there are the layout components. So let's find where are the layout components. On our right side of the screen, here the layout section is available, which are used for the layout components. If we select any component from the canvas, we can use its layout properties like this. We can change the top gap, we can change the bottom gap of this component. After that, we can set the layout to the horizontal and vertical like this. We can also set the section, the text, the components, the material of the section, the material of the component by using the align component. We can also change the alignment of the text of the component like this. After that, we have, if we move on, by using the down arrow key, we can also use the justify component. Here we can justify, we can change the justifying component like this. All the components exist, all the content exists in this component will move according to our setting, according to the layout properties. So after that, we have the width and height section. From that, we can change the width and height of this component like this. After that, we have the advanced properties, minimum width, breadth, and maximum width. So we can also use this properties. Last but not least, there is a uh, position position section here, which shows the better position of the component very easily. So there is a two option available: relative and absolute. Relative, you can find that the arrangement and that the style of our canvas sections are changed when we change the relative to absolute like this. I think the relative option is the best fit for our app. Here it is. Now we can change the pixel, the position of any component by clicking on the specific section like this. We can change it to 100. You can see that the section move upward. So if I change to 0 and then 50, it means the section move towards up. So in this way, we can use these layout properties very easily. Let's move on. This is also a very important component, very important section of this very important section of this point. That is the layout tree. So let's move straight to the system and find what is layout tree. Here it is. On the right bottom section of our screen, there is a layout tree component exists. Here it is. Now we can find that on at the first side there is a page layout exists. In the page layout we have a container. This is a container, and in that container we have the container header. This is a container header. In the container header we have the button which is called the button new task. After that we have the headline that is called title headline, and after that we have the drop down field which is present for selecting the option, multiple option. After that we have another container that is called new task, and last but not least there are also another container exists that is called container task, which shows the list of tasks which we have to do. So in this section, the tree layout section, it is very interesting, and for managing the different type of component very easily, we can use this tree layout section very easily. Let's say, for example, if I want to add a button under the last container, so in this way we can drag and drop any component to the particular container or to the particular section in this way into the tree layout section. Here it is. Now as you can see that the button for is copied, is created under the container task. So let's delete it first because we don't need it. Here it is. Now, after that, we can discuss the how to. After that, we have to discuss the point number 2.2, that is using properties. So let's explore straight to the system. What are the properties and what are the bindings and so on. So let's move on. Let's first select any item. That is, I select the input field. That is task title. And now on our right side of the screen, there is a tab exists name properties. I click this. Here it is. Now, as you see, that first of all, the different type of properties are shown here. I must mention that the type of properties and the list of properties which shows in this tab are vary, and it depends on the type of the component which we have selected on the screen. So in this case, I select the input field. So when we go to the properties of this input field, we can see easily that the label of this input field is new task title. Here it is. We can change the label of this input field by using the properties. After that, there is also a property called value. It means that what value the input field will save, and what are the data source, what are the data variable which will save the value of this input field. After that, we have the placeholder text, which shows the inner text when the application will run. The type here will be written under the input field. If we don't want to show any text, or if we want to write something here, we can change also here, that if I want to show the user that you have to import the new task, so I can change is new task field. So this means when the application will run, the user will show the application will show the new task field. Let's save it and let's check straight to the application. So I click on the launch option and then select the open preview portal. Let's click on the open web preview. Here it is. Now, when I select to the new task, the input field is now showing the new task field text. Because we changed the placeholder text, it is not changed to the new task field text. So let's get back to our app. Here it is. Now, moving on, auto capitalize properties available, disable properties available, and so on. After that, we have to discuss the bindings. So let's move on. The value, the selection, and the selection of the data source of any input field or any other data component, we can bind to any variable and any data variable also. So if I click on the on this button, the system will ask from the from us that what you want to bind the value of it. So when I select the page variable, select page variable, new task, and then I select the save. Here it is. Now in this way we can bind our input field or any other data source. Let's move on. Next is advanced properties. Let's go straight to our system. Advanced properties is always lying at the last in the same tab, that is a property tab, but it will always show in the last item of the properties tab. So here it is, advanced properties. So and this property, these properties are also vary from component type to component type. In this component type we have the visible option. So if I select to the true, the input field will be visible. If I select to the false, the input field will not show. Let's check it out. When I click to the new task, the no input field is now showing. As you know, the input field was showing, but now when I select the advanced properties to the false, the input field and the input field is now not showing on our canvas. Let's move on. And last but not least, repeating components. Let's move straight to the system. Repeating component. We are using the repeating component in this in the section. Let's go to the tree layout. Here it is. Now, as you know, we have the text task title, and then we have a container, delete icon, and icon delete. This is the icon delete, and this is the container. This is the icon delete, and this is the container. So then we can delete multiple tasks at once. As you are seeing that the task title is now repeating itself. So for checking the repetition of this value, we have to go to the properties, and then we will here it is. Now I select the component which is called the container task, and now you can see that it binds to the variable, and also in the repeat with. If I check this out, we have the order to-do list. This means the order to-do list, the list of objects with 4 properties exist, and we have binded this component to the repeating component. And now we can see that the repeating component is showing in this way in our canvas. So This is all from this video by now. So we will discuss more section in my coming videos. So if you like this video, do click on the like button and also stick to my channel for more informative video and for more information of this topic in my coming videos. So uh, let's discuss what will be explored in my coming video. We will explore how to apply style and layouting, and under this section we will explore what are theme and what is the SAP Build App styles and what are the style classic and what are the background styles. After that, we'll discuss how to use the marketplace and how to use the components and the functions by using the marketplace. So let's meet into another video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.